And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first. Of the half.
North Carolina. Here we go.
Lopez to pass. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Everett. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. It's Everett. Bulldozes his way through. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
North Carolina.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. The sure hands, it's Hatchett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. With the catch, it's Hatchett. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Hatchett. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Dropping back, it's Barrett. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it down the right side.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Handoff from the gun.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lopez to pass. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's French. Quick step and go. At the 20, he's got space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun to give, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Snagged in the middle. It's Hatchett. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to pass. It's Barrett. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Pulls it in. It's Billups. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Ship. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Lopez wants to fire. Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's French. Stumbled to the ground.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's French. And he picks up a 1st down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down, and you don't see the defense sprinting off the field.
Touchdown, North Carolina! A great catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Gilmore. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throwing on the run. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass, it's Barrett. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hatcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This time on target. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Back in the big blue offense takes the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Barrett. Finds his man. It's Washington. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He wants to change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Grab near the sticks. It's Gilmore. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Scanning the field, it's Barrett. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. 8th play of the drive coming up. Back to pass on 2nd down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He caught it! Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drawn as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Barrett. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
The give. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
He wants it all. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Lopez to pass. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The Tar Heels want to crank.
This defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, we had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Steps away. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Barrett. Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, North Carolina.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's French. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lopez wants to fire. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Wants to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Quick completion on the out route. That had all the makings of, pardon me, windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Lopez to pass. Might be looking to run. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left side. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kentucky. And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UAB. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, UNC. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards, and then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's Burke. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Lopez wants to fire. Still looking, on the move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Keeps looking downfield. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Gauze.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the 1st down.
He's got it. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a 1st down play. Lopez to pass. Got his man downfield. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they are still short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback adapting. It's complete to the right. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, it's not the way this quarterback wanted to go. Obviously, when you're left-handed, you don't want to be going to your right. But a nice job using his fundamentals, getting his body turned around to help him make an accurate throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, but there is a flag in the holding zone. Holding on the offense accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Zings it complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a